So hello and welcome back. Welcome back. And in our previous videos, we've been building like different mobile applications, we're building games, and today we'll be showing how to deploy like those websites, games to like a domain name. So domain name is basically like www.google.com, www.amazon.com, like www. Whatever like a domain name you want it to be. And it'll be easy like to like Lovable to build these mobile applications, so these web applications, and I'll be showing you how to deploy it. And before we go into that, there are three things you need to have before you proceed. You need to have like a GitHub account where your code will be for version control. You need to have like a Namecheap or GoDaddy. That's where you buy your domain name from. And you need to have Vercel for deployment. And I think those are the three basic things you need. And of course, the fourth one is Lovable, or if you're using Loads, or you're using Cursor, or whatever you're using, whatever tool you're using, so whatever AI tool you're using to build your mobile applications. So yeah, let's go straight into it. So the first one is, if you look at this website, I'm using Lovable for this current project, and I've already deployed this. I've already used Lovable to prompt this website. So the next thing I want to do is I want to deploy it from Lovable straight to like my domain name, right? So now there's a very simple way to do that, which is you can do it right here on Lovable, but I'm not going to that. I think we'll do that. We'll take care of that on another video. But this video is showing you like how to do, even if you use Lovable to build it or use whatever tool, Cursor, Bolt, or whatever tool you use. You can see it's also the same method. But the first thing, for those of you that are using Lovable, the first thing you want to do is you come to this icon here on the top right corner. Yeah, this is me, and it says share. So you are sharing. That means you're giving GitHub access to this particular code. So you want to give it GitHub access. So if you look at this, there's a GitHub sign by the top right corner. Just pop up. What's happening. Normally, if you want to deploy it on GitHub, just do it on a just keep on publish and can add your domain. So on GitHub, on Lovable. My bad. I don't know what's happening. Yeah. Why is this happening to me? Okay. And everything is just freezing on my screen. So what's happening? What's happening? So let's just refresh the entire page. Okay, so let's try this again. So yeah, we want to share this to. Oh, cool. I think it's very good now. So yeah, I want to connect this to GitHub, right? So I'll just connect it to GitHub. Yeah, that's on my top right corner. But normally, if I was not doing this method, if I wanted to do, I'll connect it to my GitHub account. If you're not connected to your GitHub account, you actually connect your GitHub account. So he's trying to connect this particular project, that's this website project, to your GitHub account. Look at it now, it's on my GitHub account, right? So that's it. So let me go to view on GitHub. So it should be here. Okay, so it's requiring me to log in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect like a previous project that we've worked on before. Let me look for a project that we've worked on. I'm going to connect it to this. So let's select this project. I said deployed 55 seconds ago. So that's the project. This is the project here. So it has been connected to like my GitHub now because I connected it. Look at this place, I connected it here. So if you go to my Vercel now I'm deploying it from my Vercel now. If you look at it, it says okay, this project was connected 50 something minutes ago. And this is a simple, straightforward method, right? If you look at it, it follows the same. We've already done a proper video on this, like how to connect like your project to GitHub, right? So yeah, so we're just waiting for a couple of minutes. So I just think, yeah, waiting for a couple of minutes to build. But just so we're on the same track, right? You come to Lovable, the project you've already built already on Lovable, you come to Lovable, you go back home. Or whatever AI tool you're using, so whatever AI tool you're using, just deploy to Vercel. It's almost the same method. You first connect the project to your GitHub. Once you connect the project to your GitHub, as long as that project is your GitHub, it will show here for Vercel to work with it, right? So that's the same thing I did. But if you want to publish it like without like using this method, you can just like add a domain name, buy a domain name, add like a custom domain, pay for pro, and you are good, right? So this is just like another method to do that. So for those of you that don't have money for pro version, right? So look at this now. The project is already on GitHub, and we can view it. We continue to dashboard. So let's just see what we have here. Let's see what we have here. But yeah, don't forget where we started from. you use Lovable to build the website, right? Now you want to deploy the website to like www.whatever name you want to call the website. So the first thing you have to do is first you connect. If you're using Lovable, you connect your Lovable to your Vercel. If you're using another platform, maybe Bolt, or you're using Cursor, or you're using Cloud Code, or you're using Anti-Gravity, you make sure you connect it to your GitHub. From your GitHub, Vercel can easily pick it up on your GitHub so you can connect it. Yeah, this is what you're going to see. And if you look at this now, if you go to this website now, um, you see Namecheap Foundation hub.vercel.app. This one we did in the previous video, right? But now I want to connect this to Namecheap Foundation.site. So what I'm going to do is the first thing we're going to do is to come back to here. I think this is where most of us will be starting from. We will come to this place, right? And we'll go to add domain. Right. So we come here, we'll go back to overview and we'll select add domain. 1 second. Like everything we need to do, but we want to add domain name to it. So we want to add like the custom domain name, right? What we guys call custom domain. So we come here, we click on edit, and yeah, we want to add a domain name, right? So oh, I think I saw what happened there. So I think when I copied it, there was a space because I was like, what was happening? So now this is what they call like an a name record, right? You add this a name record, which is this. So you go to, you come here, so there's an a name record. You come to Vercel, you copy this add symbol, you come to the host name, you put it there. You come here, you copy the value, add it there as well. And here you select it, you click. Yeah. So I think there's also add name record. So there's something called CNAME record. This is a CNAME record. But this one is not showing CNAME record. Let's see why it's not showing CNAME record. Set invalid configuration. Let me see. Okay, I think yeah, this worked. That's worked. So it's generating SSL. So by the time we go to next wave now, foundation, you should see yeah, I always have this wow, sometimes yeah. So but this is the current one we have, but yeah, what we want to see now is when we select next wave foundation.site, it actually goes to the website itself, not like the parking space that was there before. So yeah, let's see what happens. So we're expecting to see this. Let's see what happens. So this is the current one that we have on Vercel, but it's generating SSL certificates. So let's keep refreshing. So this might take a while. Valid configuration. Okay, this might take a while. But yeah. But I know that if you're using a .com, this is the first time I'm using a .site, so that's why it's like that. But if you're using like a .com, you might also ask for like an in-name record. So let's just refresh this. Let's see if it shows up. I think it should show up. Yeah. This is the old one. So this is what we're expecting to see now. Yes. So sometimes this might take a while for it to populate, but if you're watching this video, you can check it out. Nextwave.foundation.site. You can check it out there so you know. This might take a while. This might take a while. But yeah, the best way for you to confirm is when you're watching this video, just to go there and yeah, check it out and yeah, give us your feedback. So just go there, type out the domain name as if it works. If it doesn't work, that means the video was not successful. If it works, that means yeah, the video was successful. Yeah. So but sometimes this thing might take up to 24 hours, might take 30 minutes, 1 hour for it to actually like populate on like on yeah for it to populate properly. So yeah, but yeah, that's, you can check it out later. Yeah, bye.